everyone, and welcome to another Makeup Fridays. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the long-awaited Elle cover shoot, and I'm so happy to do this because I've wanted to do this for so long and it's such an amazing look and I loved everything about the photo shoot. So, I finally got my Avon products this week, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through really quick as I go along each product that I'm going to use. It's all by Avon. There are a few products that aren't Avon, just the eyeshadows aren't Avon, but the rest is Avon completely. So I'm going to start by just tying my fringe back. Start off with a foundation brush and Avon's Ideal Shade Light Makeup in Ivory. I think what's great about this is it is a foundation, it's a primer, and it's a brightening lotion as well. It brightens your face up. It highlights everywhere. I don't know if you can see, but there's kind of like a sheen to the foundation, and you don't need to put that much of it on. Just shake it, just get the formula going because it's liquid. Put it onto a foundation brush. All you really need is some foundation here on your T-zone, your cheeks, and that's really it. It is powder. Actually, yes. It's really big. It's a really big palette. It's Ideal Shade again, pressed powder in Fair, and again the same goes for this. Pick a color that suits your skin tone, and it's like that. Huge big mirror, really good, really good for even if you run out, even if this runs out, to use it as a compact, to use it as a mirror when you're out and about. Again, use a big powder brush. And you only need a little bit. You don't use a lot of powder because you don't want to dampen the effect, especially if you've got highlighter or a brightening potion on. You don't want to dampen the effect of a highlighter. So just a little bit around the cheekbone or around the jawbone, around the nose, and anywhere you feel that you look too shiny. You don't want your face to again, sticking with the face, they also used a blush, and this is True Color in Soft Plum. This is the exact color that they used, and it's the same kind of packaging as the powder, and this is what it comes in. It comes with a brush, but the brush isn't really that good because it's kind of like thin. Well, it's not really thin. It's very narrow. It's a very narrow brush, so it won't give good coverage of your cheekbones or your. So what you want to do is don't take a lot of this because it is very strong. It's a very strong color. So take a teeny little bit on your powder brush again, and suck in your cheeks, and in circular motions apply it to your cheekbone. Next we're going to do the eyebrow. Now I don't have my eyebrow brush handy because my makeup is all over the place, but this is Avon, again, Glimmer Stick Brow Definer in dark brown, and this is the exact color that they used on Kristen. What you're going to do is you want to, again, usual things apply. Follow the natural contour of your eyebrow, and create a curved end if you don't already have one. That's your eyebrows done. Now I'm going to use eyeshadow primer. Although you don't need to use a face primer or brightening for this, you may need to use a primer for your eyeshadow if you don't feel comfortable. I'm just doing it for precaution's sake. So it's the usual Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm putting that all over my eye and just a little bit underneath on the lower lid, because there is going to be eyeshadows going on there as well. So next, I'm going to do the usual eyeshadows, the Max Factor Earth Spirits Pale Pebble 101. Just as a base, this base color should match your skin tone, or it should be very close to it. And I'm using a blending brush or fluffy brush, and I'm just putting that everywhere. In the inner corner of my eye, on the lower lid, up near the brow bone, everywhere. Pay special attention to your eyelid when you put the base on. Okay. Now I'm going to clean off this blending brush and stick with it because you're going to need it in a minute. And I'm going to take my Urban Decay palette. This is my usual palette that I use, well, I used almost every time for my earlier videos. And I'm going to take the color Sin. and that is this one. Oh. Well, if you can't see that, the light's really bright in here, but it's kind of like a warm light brown. And this color, if you don't have Sin, or even if you want to look up the color Sin online and then try and get a color that matches it from another source, that's fine as well. And you want to put that all over your eyelid, up near the brow bone, not touching the brow bone, but near it, in the inner corner, and just all over the eyelid. Don't put this color anywhere else but your eyelid. Okay. So the next color you want to take a thin brush, and I'm using color I used last week, Rimmel London's Color Rush in Shimmer in number 30 Smoky Quartz. And this is just a single. I think you can get this in like a trio or something, but you can never be sure because when they don't tell you the separate names of the colors when you buy a trio or a quad. And you want this color to go like a liner on your lower lid, just from there outwards. Don't go into the inner corner. And like a liner, make the line thicker as it goes out. Okay, so the next part is really tricky. I actually really like what I've done with this. It's just basically liquid eyeliner on the top lid. You don't need to use Avon. You can use a liquid liner from Rimmel London or whatever. But what you want to do with the eyeliner, it's liquid eyeliner. So this is Avon Perfect Wear in black. And what you want to do is you want to shake it up first because it is a liquid. Shake it up. And you want to apply this in a line, getting thicker as you go along into kind of a flick at the end, just on the upper lid, and that's it. Now this is quite tricky. And the color, you want to build it up. You don't want to try and, unless you're extremely talented with this, build it up. Don't start from the middle and do a huge big line in one go. We do it gradually. If you're happy with that, you can start on your lashes, and I think that's the last step before the lipstick. And this is Avon's Super Shock. This isn't the exact, they did use a Super Shock, but this is like the limited edition version, and the limited edition version is the same amount of money as this normal Super Shock mascara, so I just bought this one. It's the same kind of brush as Max Factor. It's a huge bottle, so it's a really thick bottle, so you get a lot of formula. Same kind of brush as Max Factor, it's like those rubber bristles. And you want to emphasize the lashes on the top line, so put more mascara on the top lashes than the bottom. And use that good look. But the last thing, for the lipstick, she used lipstick, and it's, oh, I can't remember the name of it, because it's not actually on the packaging. But it's very distinctive. The lipstick actually looks like that. It's very geometrical. So, and it's really rosy, and it's really bright. It's like a really, really pinky red color. And what you want to do is you want to put a little teeny bit on the lips, just dabbing it on like that. And do the same on the top lip. Just a little bit, so it's like that. And then you could add it to make it as red as you want. But if you're just comfortable with this, then do this, what I'm doing, to make it kind of minimal. Then what you want to do is you want to blend that out. And it's kind of got a bit of sparkle in it as well, so it's really good. Now the technique that I'm using here is the kind of technique that they used on Kristen. So her lips weren't completely red, but there was just like a hint of color there. So that's what you do. That is Kristen Stewart's Elle cover look for July 2010. I hope you liked it. And